Levantaré mi bandera, estando en mi país o estando allá afuera, porque para mí, mira, no existen fronteras. Yo levantaré mi bandera, wow. Levantaré mi bandera, estando en mi país o estando allá afuera, porque para...
All right, guys, and welcome to another edition of Meet the Garcias. This is Meet the Garcia Kids, brought to you by Wafi Media. I am your host, Rafael, aka the Latin Babbler from the Latin Babbler Show, alongside with our communications manager and senior writer, Brenda Pena. How are you?
We are doing great. We're so excited to have the Garcia kids ready and willing and talking and everything. We are so excited, guys. Aren't y'all excited?
Yes, excited.
Very.
All right, so let me introduce them because you guys have seen them on the shows. They've been streaming on HBO Max, and if you haven't, you should be seeing them because they're just absolutely amazing. So we'll go with Maeve Garay, who plays Victoria Garcia. She is the daughter of George and Anna on the show. Trinity Bliss and Ayva Severy, who plays Alex and Andrea Huh Garcia, daughters of Eugene and Carlos on the show. Oliver Alexander, who plays Max Garcia Ramirez, son of Lorena and Julian on the show. Each of you guys, go ahead and welcome everybody on here.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hope you love it. Go watch this show, HBO Max.
Yes, listen to Trinity. She knows what she's
Yes,
talking about
yes.
right there.
Yes.
So let's have some fun with this interview. I know the interview process is actually kind of funny, and you guys have been going through it for like this entire week, probably for like 3 to 4 weeks, trying to get everything going into the promotion. But before you even get to this stage and all the recording stage, you guys have to interview to actually get the role for the part. So we're going to go round robin. We'll start with Trinity. Trinity, what was the audition process for you?
Yeah, our dear casting director, Blanca, and Jeff Valdez, the showrunner, were actually in the audition, and they made us feel very at ease. And some of us got to audition together, like me and Ayva got to audition together in the chemistry read. I think the audition process was just so fun and really helped me dip my toes in Alexa. And yeah, I couldn't believe it when I got the role, and I was so excited, and I'm so glad I got to be the part of the Garcias.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
I love
Maeve,
that.
what about you?
Well, the audition process was, like Trinity said, was very fun. And I think my favorite part of the audition process was when I got to meet my dad, my Bobby, who plays my dad in the show. He was just like super comforting and amazing. And when I did the scene with him, it felt right to be Victoria, and it was really nice.
Hey, we'll go with Oliver next.
It was actually very exciting because we what Jeff said was that he forgot to press the record button, and I was like oh yeah, okay, we can do it again. So once we did it again, like they kind of like changed the scene a little, and they said that I got the job, and I was like, I had to think for a second. I was like, wait, what am I supposed to? Oh, I forgot my line. Wait, oh wait, oh. No way. I think I even put my hand over my face. I was like, no way. Yeah, it was very exciting. Super cool.
Ayva, what about you?
It was absolutely so much fun. It was during COVID, so we had to do it on Zoom. That was amazing. I got to do it. So the first part was the audition. The second part was the callback, and then chemistry read, callback. And it was a lot of fun because I got to be with my stepdad, stepmom, and Trinity, my sister, and it was a lot of fun. And it was a few hours. It took like 1 hour or so, and I had so much fun. When I got the role, I was like, because I was like, I'm not sure. They're like glitching and all. I was like, you're gonna. And then,
the internet, Zoom.
Yeah, and then I saw Trinity's face, and then she was like, and then Elsha was like, you're gonna fly to Mexico. I was like, I got to.
Oh, that is amazing.
I'm very.
Me and Ayva didn't even realize what they were telling us. Ayva just kept on improvising because she was supposed to have the next line, and I was like, should I be doing something right now? And then they kept saying, you got the role. You guys are gonna come to Mexico. It was a great day.
Yeah.
So I know that in some cases, like when you guys are auditioning for parts, whether it's on the different websites or the different, they don't actually tell you what you're auditioning for. You're just kind of like, you have a name for something, and then they give you sides, and then they they make you read these sides. When did you guys find out that you guys were auditioning
Yeah.
for like the Garcias?
So I think it was a callback when we got the name of the show, because usually like for the first audition they would like give you the script and then give you just the names and stuff, and you didn't even know who these
Oh.
names were, and then you would do it, and if you got a callback, then sometimes it would show the actual name that you're doing it for, and I always just like to see, oh, what's the name? Oh, cool, okay, and I like to do that.
Trinity, what about you?
Wow.
Yeah, I think I knew Alexa's name. Actually, in the audition process, I auditioned for both Alexa and Andrea, and well, the first audition, and that one we had one pair of sides, but as like the auditioning process progressed, we had like two pair, or at least I had two pairs of sides then, and yeah, I found out more about the show as we went along, but the more we went along and the more I found out, the more I wanted to be a part of it, and the more lucky I felt to get to be a part of it.
Maeve?
Well, okay, it was the second audition where I found out that it was for the Brothers Garcia. And in the definition of Victoria, it says that Victoria is basically young Lorena. And so, of course, I had to do like a bunch of research on Lorena. So I looked up the Brothers Garcia. And when I watched the show, it was super funny and like fun. And of course, I researched Lorena and put that passion and energy into it.
She's
Yes,
showing her acting
very
experience
nice.
right there. She's like
Very strong.
Ava.
So same thing as Trinity. I had to do Alexa and Andrea. I think I knew about the Garcias. In the description, it said about like it's a reboot of the Brothers Garcias. Your character is going to be Andrea. So I was like, okay, I know it. I'm going to do it and stuff. And then I had two sides like Trinity about Alexa and Andrea.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
I love that. No, well, first off, another thing that I really wanted to touch on, not only is this just an exciting time, especially being part of the Garcias, but all of y'all already had, a really accomplished career so far. I was looking up, y'all have done commercials, TV shows, movies, or movies in the works. And I'm just so impressed by the talent that y'all showcase. I have to ask though, especially from the projects and, things that you've been involved in, how would you, I guess, describe, I guess you described how excited you were whenever you found out about being a part of the Garcias. Was there any moment, or I guess, how did you celebrate that, being a part of the Garcia show? And I can start with Maeve.
It was really exciting to be on the Garcias because when I found out I was going to be on the Garcias, it was like such a relief because I've been auditioning for other things and I've gotten so close. I've gotten into like the callbacks and even more callbacks, and then I wouldn't get it. And then for Garcias, it was just such a relief, and I cried tears of joy when I got it, I have to admit, and it was very fun, and it was a really good experience filming the Garcias.
Definitely.
Mission
How about
accomplished.
you, Ava?
How I celebrated, it was amazing about how I was on the Garcias. I was like, whoa, this is actually happening. Is this a dream and stuff? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna say it's not a dream. I got it and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, I was so happy. Yeah, I celebrated. I hanged out with my friends, my family, and I told everybody about it.
Oh, I love it, as you should. Trinity, how did you celebrate?
After I got the role and then we signed off the Zoom, I literally burst through the door. I was like, Mom, I got the job!
Oh.
And it's a pretty unique and special thing for Jeff to tell us there at the end of the audition process. So my mom was like, are you sure? Because that's never happened to me before. But yeah, I was just so happy, and I celebrated with my favorite In-N-Out French fries. And
Nice.
yeah, the first people I think I told other than my parents were my brothers, and they've been there since I've started auditioning, and yeah, it was just best day ever.
I love that, especially a good In-N-Out burger. I love it. And right,
French fries,
delicious.
my favorite.
Wendy's fries.
Oh my gosh, same. Oliver, what about you?
I actually, I was so excited. I ran like Trinity. I ran to go tell my parents, and they were in disbelief. They didn't believe me. I'm like, yes, I got it. Because usually they would email our managers, and then the managers would tell my parents. But it was just right on the spot, so I was like in disbelief too. And once I told my parents, I remembered that before the audition, like just before, I've been wanting like a bearded dragon, and
Ah.
my dad actually said the next job you get, you'll get a bearded dragon. So I was like, no way. And
That is a heck of a gift.
That
A bearded
is, and
dragon.
it came true. So that's awesome. So yesterday we got to meet Vanessa, we got to meet Bobby, and we got to meet Jeffrey, who all play your parents on the Garcia show. And first off, they seem so amazing, so cool. I'm so jealous that y'all got to hang out with them all the time. I wanted to ask, how was your experience working with them and the cast, the crew on the Garcia set? And I'll actually start with Ayva.
It was amazing experience that I got to be with them for 3 months. That was literally so
Oh.
crazy. We bonded as a family together, as a real family, and I felt like I was at home and stuff. And the crew is amazing. They're so talented, and they're great at their job.
I love hearing that. Maeve, what about you?
Well, I feel like I've learned the most from my mom and my dad on the show, Nitya and Bobby. They were just so incredible, and I feel like I've learned a lot from Bobby because he's taught me so much about comedy and acting, and just every now and then he'll just be like, "Hey, Maeve, just like do this in your acting, like on set," and it was amazing. And Nitya, of course, she always gives me a daily dose of confidence and advice, and she was like another mother to me, and I feel like we really grew as a family, like Ava said.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. Oliver, what about you?
Like when I first met them, we were all I think I was kind of nervous, but then like after a day or two, it felt like another family to me, and everybody was just so amazing, and I just had my own little things I would do with them. Like for example, Jeffrey, who plays Carlos in the show, we would play tennis all the time. Like at the after our
Wow.
scenes, we would go play tennis.
That sounds so fun.
Oh yeah, he's a tennis guy.
Mhm.
Wow.
I saw it in his story. Yeah, he's a tennis guy.
Yes.
That is so cool. And Trinity, what about you?
Yeah, everyone on this show, not just the cast, like the crew too. Really, we all just bonded like a familia and became a familia. And the whole cast and crew is just so nice and supportive. Leaned and learned a lot on the adults in this show. Yeah, and filming in Mexico, it's just a blast, and it's like one of the most beautiful places. And when we're not filming, we get to go to nice restaurants, and actually me and Oliver got junior certified scuba divers.
Wow.
So the whole filming process is just so
Awesome.
fun, out of this world.
Wow.
Okay, I want to be a kid actor.
Me too. Me too.
I want to go scuba diving and getting certified and all kinds of stuff. I mean, you guys work long hours though. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How long are the days when you guys are shooting?
Well, it's pretty long, but it's good because sometimes I beat my highest record from staying up. I broke my record on the Garcias from staying up. My record was 3:45 a.m. and it moved up to 4.
Oh,
Oh, look at her.
wow.
She's dropping the mic. She's dropping the mic on that. You see that?
That might have been just because I just stayed up watching movies, but you know.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Who's the funniest cast member? Like who's the one member that everybody can kind
Ooh.
of like unanimously agree,
Yes.
say, okay, he's the funniest, he or she. Who's the funniest cast member in the entire cast?
Everyone on this cast has such like, funny
yeah.
quirks and jokes, and everyone's like,
I feel like Bobby's the funniest.
Bobby is
I
just
feel like Bobby's
effortlessly funny, though.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh yeah.
Bobby with
Yes,
everything
he's
he does
so
is funny, but Jeffrey,
Yes.
his jokes and his scares are really funny.
Oh,
He
yeah.
scares.
He's a prankster.
He is.
Yes. It was.
Oh.
That's good to know.
I tried to scare Vanessa once. It didn't really work, but it was okay. Try.
I mean, especially in the like meal scenes, we'd be sitting at the dinner table and we'd all be like waiting for the camera to reset and everything like that. And we'd just be like telling jokes to each other. So I think, yeah.
Yeah, Bobby's really funny, and definitely Jeffrey is very like a prankster because once he scared us at night. We were walking up the stairs, he's like, boom, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Both Bobby and Jeffrey together are like mega star pranksters and comedians.
Oh, I remember in episode 2, there was this episode scene, and Ada and Elsha were getting in a fight, and so Jeffrey would go off the chair, and he'd just go like, whoop, and it was just so funny because it was just so like in one motion to get out of the fight. It was so funny.
Yeah, the way he did it.
Oh. That sounds like so much fun. Like Rafael said, I want to be a kid actor now. That sounds amazing. But to pivot a little bit, so I have to say, y'all's characters on the show, they're smart, they're funny, they're fun, artistic, very creative when it comes to making recipes in the kitchen. I'm looking at you, Oliver. I saw the last episode, very interesting. And I'm like, ooh, I need to get in the kitchen. And same with you, Ayva. I know that y'all were cooking like head to head cooking together. Anyway, love the episode. Are there any similarities between you and the character that you play on the Garcias? And I'll start with you, Oliver.
Yes, there actually is. I mean, to start off, I love my family, and Max loves his family a lot too. Actually, in the show, my dad's in the military, and in real life, my dad was in the military. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Thank your dad for his service. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I was going to say, as soon as he's watching this, thank you for your service.
Absolutely. Ayva, what about you?
Some similarities me and Andrea have is she comes from a mixed family, and I come from a mixed family too. She loves her family. She makes sure her family's okay, and I do the exact same thing. If anybody needs help, I'm glad to help. She's very determined to make sure her family is okay, and yeah, so I think I feel the same too.
Oh, I love that. Trinity, what about you?
Yeah, Alexa is a mixed race girl, just like me, and I see myself and my family in her, and I think both of us express ourselves through art, and both of us, family is the most important thing, and I think Alexa's somewhat of an introvert, whereas I'm pretty outgoing, but all those little similarities and differences is just what makes it so fun to play her. I'm very honored that I got to be Alexa Huh Garcia.
Definitely. And Maeve, what about you? Any similarities?
I mean, one big similarity is that my mom is very gringa and my dad is fully Mexican, and so I related that with my mom in the show, who is Ana. She's fully Mexican and strong and passionate, and then there's George or Bobby in the show, my dad in the show, and it kind of reminds me of my mom. And so it's very funny. And also Victoria is very passionate about the earth, like I am passionate about acting. So
Yes.
All right, so I do have a question when it comes to being on the show. So eventually you found out that this show is from the Brothers Garcia. It was like 20 years ago. So now that you're a part of the entire family, they were like a core group, and it was kind of funny to see the core when we were sitting there interviewing them yesterday. And now that it's expanded to this entire family, what did you guys have to do to prepare? Like, did they send you guys a bunch of videos to sit there and like study? Like, here's the Brothers Garcias. You got 24 hours to watch 100 and something episodes.
Of course.
I'll start with you, Trinity. Did you have to like binge watch the brothers Garcias in order to kind of catch on?
Yeah, when I found out I got the part and we'd be filming in Puerto Aventuras, I was just so excited and like looking up Puerto Aventuras on Google Earth and watching some of the old episodes. And I thought it would be a little bit nervous, and especially I really wanted, especially since there's already some cast, the OG cast, and
Yeah.
they already are family and everything. But once I met them, just immediately leaned and learned a lot from them all, and everyone on this cast is so nice, and yeah.
Ayva, what about you?
Well, so I did watch all the episodes that I could find on YouTube. It was
Nice.
really funny. It was so cool to watch the OGs, like kids, and now they're adults and they have children. That's just like so amazing and inspiring to me. I think that's great. Yeah.
I like that she called them OGs.
Yes. Yes.
she's like, you know what I'm saying? It's the OGs. Oliver, what about you?
So after I found out that I got the part, they actually sent me a couple of the episodes on YouTube, so I kind of watched them, and most of the like main episodes, and it's funny to watch now because there's some things that were going on then that now got remade. For example, Maeve's scene when the salsa.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's right.
That was a really fun
Very
scene to
good
film
example. Very good. You guys had me on that because I was like, what is she doing? How does she eat that salsa like that? Everybody else is over here crying and waiting for her to do something, and nobody's like flinching. She just ate it like nothing, like a champ. I was like, nah, there must be something up with that salsa.
You were right.
She said, then we find out you guys set it up.
Oh, and you, Maeve, how did they send you any videos as well?
Well, when I got the audition, I binged watched a bunch of episodes of The Brothers Garcia because I had to do my research before, of course. And again, Lorena is basically older me, kind of, same passionate energy. And so I studied her a lot, and I really liked the show. And like Oliver said, I recreated a scene, which was really exciting because on set, it was just like everybody, it was kind of like real because everybody was like, no, oh no. And I had the salsa, and it was just like, it's just tomato sauce, but okay.
Oh man, no, I love it. And also another connection really quickly. I know that Larry was really into wanting to space and science, and Ayva, I know your character is very into science, and the last episode really got me, or especially and forgive me, your friend, helping your friend out and seeing the rocket go up and helping. Anyway, I loved it. It was great. I can go on. So one thing I wanted to ask y'all, or we wanted to ask y'all, is what does it mean to you to be a part of the Garcia show? And what do you want audiences to take away from that? So I'll actually start with, I'll start with Maeve.
I mean, being part of the Garcias was really fun, of course, and it was just really amazing because I got to be a part of this reboot that, of course, the OGs really liked.
The OGs.
Especially if you like the original Brothers Garcia. It was kind of like, wow, I'm like bringing more of this show. Like, I'm a part of bringing more Latinos into this community and watching the show, and it was just really fun and amazing. And I really want the audience to take from it is that it's just that this is a family show, and it's for everybody. It's a sitcom. You know, if you really like comedic shows, then this is a show for you. And yeah.
Love it. Trinity, what about you?
I'm so glad I got to be the part of the Garcias. And I think the Garcias is so funny and heartwarming, and I love this show. I hope other people will love this show. And yeah, I think if you want to sit down and have a good laugh or even a good cry, it's the show for you. So go watch it, HBO Max.
There you go. Definitely. Oliver, what about you?
Well, it's an amazing show about family, and like even if things don't go as planned, we always end up back loving each other. And I just want the audience to take that todo para la familia, everything for the family.
I love that.
I love that phrase.
I love that phrase. OG phrase.
Oh,
Right?
gee.
And Ayva, what about you?
I'm so honored to be a part of the Garcias and play an amazing character, Andrea. I want the audience to know that it's a great family show. It's heart, like it makes you feel very like special and stuff, and you have a lot of laughs and sometimes some cries. And stream on HBO Max. You guys are gonna love it.
We got to that point. We're almost out of time, and you guys knew I was going to be doing a game, so I hope you're ready.
My pen.
Brenda's got to have paper and pen, and so what's going to happen is it's very simple. So we're going to play a game called Quick 10, and we're going to have 10 really quick questions that you have to answer. And the first one who answers each question, she's going to tally up. The person who answered the question the fastest on all 10 has to do a funny award acceptance speech here on the show. So, award acceptance speech. Just pretend like you just won an award on Nickelodeon, but it has to be funny. You can't just be all professional about it. Just be funny about it. So, who's ready? You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So everybody has to answer at the exact same time. All right. Those of you, if you have bad internet connection, you might be late all the time. So here you go. All right. Favorite singer?
Bruno Mars. Swift.
Bruno Mars.
Oliver.
Coldplay.
Oliver got it.
All right. Ready? Favorite ice cream?
I don't like
Vanilla.
ice cream.
Strawberry. Chip.
She said, I don't like ice cream.
Whoa.
All right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Cat. Dog.
All right. Ready?
Cats, but
Pizza or tacos?
Tacos.
Pizza.
Somebody. Hey, we're team pizza. Don't worry about it. All right. Christmas or birthdays?
Christmas.
Birthdays.
Christmas.
Okay.
Somebody's birthdays are better than Christmas. You see, Oliver answered birthday. So his birthdays are definitely better than Christmas. Saw that? All right. So let's see. Favorite superhero power?
Making ice.
Telepathy.
Telepathy's a
Wow.
good one. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
those are all good.
Wow, that's an intense answer right there.
This game is intense.
All right, pool or the beach?
Pool.
Beach.
I love this so much.
So I have a pool, so I'm gonna have to say the pool because we're on the West Coast too. The water's freezing. All right, let's see, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Coke.
Nate got
I
that
love
one.
Mexican Coke.
All right, for those of you guys who are using your cell phones like crazy, texting or talking?
Texting.
Maeve got that one. Nice.
All right, here we go. The last question. The Garcias or the Garcias?
Huh?
The Garcias.
What? What was
Yes, the Garcias.
They got stuck. She was like, wait, what? What do I do there? Yeah, it was a trick question, man. There's only one answer for that one. So there you go.
I was like, what?
That's really good. All right, so who got the most points, Brenda?
So I have to say it's actually a tie between Maeve and Oliver. They each got 3.
Wow.
They did. And Trinity, Ayva, y'all were close. Y'all had 2, so y'all were 1 behind each of them. It was like I was like, whoa.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna have to do a tiebreaker, but it's gonna be a question. So Oliver, how many episodes did you binge watch of the Brothers Garcia? And be honest, because I'll find out.
4
Your
or
parents
5.
are listening.
4 or 5. To
Nice.
be honest.
4 or 5. Maeve, what about you?
3 seasons.
3 seasons?
3 seasons.
It's a good show, guys.
Wow.
Oliver shot.
Isn't there like 4 seasons? That means you only have
I do my
one season
research.
left.
She almost watched the entire production. Like, that's insane.
Wow.
Like, he's like, I watched like 4 or 5. And then she's like, I watched the entire show. And he was like, all right, so it clearly looks like Maeve won. So Maeve, you've got to give the award acceptance speech. Funny award acceptance speech. You just won for Best Actress in a burger eating production. So you now have to turn around and give your best acceptance speech. And we're the audience. So go ahead. Oh, she has flowers.
Wow.
Unbelievable. She has drops.
Thank you guys so much. Those burgers were delicious, and I owe them my life.
She's not even with tears. Why don't you just drop a cup of water on yourself? That's all you're missing.
Thank you so much. That's what it is, guys.
Oh, that is so good.
Oh,
Look, there
my
you go.
God.
Look, she used the water.
Well,
See, I was going to do the same thing, but all I got is Pepsi. That would be just terrible. I'd be all sticky for the rest of the
well
day. Wouldn't work out
Maeve.
that well.
Well done.
Well done.
The flowers.
See, now you see why she got the role. That's insane.
The flowers got me.
So yeah, she had the flowers ready. That's the thing that threw me off. It's just like,
We had a little like celebration for the Garcias with all my friends, and we watched the first 3 episodes. And so this is one of the flowers from them.
Oh, that's really sweet.
oh, very nice. Very nice. All right, let me go around the room because I want to make sure people are able to follow you. So, Maeve, since you already won this thing, why don't we go ahead and start with you? If people wanted to follow you, where would they go?
They go to Instagram at Maeve Garay.
All right, Oliver, go ahead.
You can follow me on TikTok or Instagram, the Oliver Alexander.
Oh, he found the hashtag. He found the entire name that goes cross-platform. Trinity, what's up?
TikTok and Instagram, my at Miss Trinity Bliss.
Oh, okay, very good. Ayva, what about you?
My Instagram is lights_camera_Ayva, and then my TikTok is, I think, Ayva and
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
she had to. She's looking to her right. That she.
So Miss Trinity Bliss.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's funny how she looked right. Mom must be close by. She looked right, and she was just like, "Yep," and mom. For those of you who are watching.
oh wait, I forgot. So Ayva spelled AYVA, not AVA. So AYVA.
Yes.
Very important.
And we'll have all the descriptions and so forth. Make sure you follow the right account, people.
And
you don't want to
follow
be
the
sitting there following somebody
Garcias
who's not even.
TV.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Make sure that you subscribe to this channel and make sure that you go and listen and watch to all of the episodes of The Garcias streaming right now on HBO Max. Follow our amazing show at Todo Wafi, and that's on all platforms. And make sure you visit the website, www.todowafi.com. I'm Rafael. That's Brenda. That's Ayva. That's Maeve. That's Trinity. There's Oliver. And we're out.
Desde Nicaragua hasta Costa Rica, con esta canción todo mundo